Yeah, Whistler's meant to be like a mid-season break, but it was pretty late in the year, and I don't know, I was pretty emotionally spent after Champery, going pretty dismal, and then then there was a really good high and felt the soul at the first World Cup podium. So you know, I was just there to have a good time, get some solid riding in, so it was a really good time for that, and celebrate my birthday, which was awesome to be in Whistler and just get away from racing, even though we had a bunch of races to do. Try and get the pressure off and just go out and ride and have a good time.
I took a few days off, but it was pretty much straight into racing. Like I had, you know, it was right on 1 week after getting knocked out in Italy to being, you know, having to race Garbanzo, which is a pretty gnarly race. So yeah, it wasn't really a lot of time to recover, but I kind of put that in the back of my mind and tried to, well, put it out of the way really, and tried to just focus on, you know, the rest of the season and riding well again.
Yeah, it's become a bit of a bad habit and I'm not proud of it. It's just like, we'll be doing runs with our mates or with who, even in practice, you're like with Justin and a few people, and we'll pull off the track and we'll just start talking or something. I'll just think we're on a Sunday ride, and next thing people are whistling by, like screaming at me. I don't know why, but I've obviously left the bike in the way. So apologies, Emily, for previous world champion. Was not happy when I did that. I'm racing, I'm just not racing it hard enough, and that's a fact. So I did alright, but I didn't do like amazing. So I practiced pretty good for it. I just can't get my head to race that long, I guess, that hard. Don't know.
Put a pretty solid run down, like probably held back a wee bit. I could have you know, put a bit more into the pedaling in the middle, but yeah, all in all I'm pretty happy. It's good. We are at the very top of Whistler. I don't even know what the lift's called, but we're pretty high. And that's like the Garbanzo lift right there, so we're going pretty high and we're going to go ride some epic trail, ride don't slide. It's going to be sick.
We're at the top of Whistler. How high are we? Over 3,000?
3,000 meters.
3,000 meters, and we've got to do like a off-mount trail that's pretty renowned. Locals built, it's pretty epic, so we've got a good crew, and when in Whistler, never slow down. Just take it all in, ride as much as you can, and try sleep.
Go big or go home.
Yeah, pretty much.
A-line I've never really done well at in the past. It's not really my strengths, definitely, but this year I actually had a lot of fun. Like, the race run didn't really work out. I had a stupid little crash where I washed the front in my race run. But how I was riding, I felt confident and felt good, so I took away, you know, a good positive feeling this year where, you know, in the past I've sort of really been off it and not really feeling it that well in A-line, so it's kind of a positive to take away, even though it didn't really work out with the result.
Most of the practice you just spend riding with your mates and doing whips, and I don't know, we don't get to do that in the World Cup season. There might be a few jumps on the World Cup's track, but they're normally not that good, or you're trying to race so you can't do much, but Whistler's good for that, A-line's fun. The racing's, it's interesting, man, a lot of flat landings. at the races you don't really ride with many. You might ride with like 1 or 2 other guys from other teams, but you know, they're your rivals and you kind of ride with your teammates and share lines with them. So at Whistler's good, you know, get to ride with other riders and just have a good time, get to know them a bit better, and it's just a low pressure environment. And you know, we did a bunch of photos together and we push each other, so that bit's really good.
Something's gonna hit your eye.
Right, you need to practice someone hitting me with a branch and not blinking.
Be a little bit further away so it looks more realistic. Do it, whisper it.
Yeah, you need
Don't blink, man.
I'm gonna try not to. I don't know if it's possible, dude. I honestly tried not to blink there, and it just like came. It's a reflex when somebody's gonna hit you in the face. How do you not blink? Another cool thing we did this year, I haven't done it before, but like a lot of the free riders have, they have like a big photo challenge, and it's pretty big. It's part of one of the events of the whole Crankworx festival. There's good prize money for photographers, and it's good to see them get recognition because they work pretty hard. It was tough. We all did a bunch of races ourselves, so we didn't really have that much time. But that was a cool experience, you know, trying to put together a story and help Sven. And
Canadian Open this year was first year I've ever competed in it, so I thought it was pretty cool. We had such awesome days of weather, so the track was just a dust bowl really, and it was kind of cool to do a race like that. We hadn't done one for we hadn't done many this season. A little check, might take this one in and try cash it. Yippies, cash this.
every year we try and get like a week or so at Trek headquarters in Waterloo. It's pretty cool there. We go for meetings, get to know the guys there, and it's good for both parties. We learn from them, they learn from us, you know, and it's just a good break. I needed it after Whistler and the World Cups, you know, it's a pretty stacked schedule. So it's good to just not race, do some XC, and they took us out moto, which was awesome. We don't get to do that in the season.
About to go to my AMA race, you know. Andrew and Nico and I got the chance to go ride with Joe V and Scott Delbert and do some motocross with those guys, and that was yeah, really cool day out. Sorry to Scott for blowing up his bike.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much fun are you having today?
Dude, definitely a 10, but it dropped right down as soon as I blew up Scott's bike. He's sitting on around a 2 now. feel pretty bad about that. But yeah, at least I didn't wrap it around a tree and break it that way. Pretty sick track, all sand. I don't think I've ever ridden anything that's as deep as sand as what this is. It seems endless, and yeah, different experience to what the tracks are like at home. It's cool. Just being around all the guys that work on our stuff, you know, the engineers and everybody at Trek who really, you know, puts effort into the team. It's really cool to see them and be in their environment for a change, and hang out and go out for dinner and just really you know, spend some time with those guys. It's pretty cool.